What's up, everybody? My name is Mechanic Dave, and we're going to be continuing showing you the models. This time, I'm only doing my Mopars. So let's get right into it. Let's see, what do we have up first? No, that's way too... That's more of an ending kind of thing. Hang on. I picked a really cool car. Well, they're all really cool, but, I mean... that one deserves to be at least last. Alright, so first of all... 1968 Dodge Charger RT. Alright, where are you at? Aha, here you are. Alright. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mechanic Dave, that's not a Daytona. Yeah, I know. But I really like the Daytona wings. I thought they were super cool. So I built mine out of an old wing. There goes the hood. I built mine out of an old wing and the ends of some plastic spoons, which were then glued on and painted black. And honestly, I think it came out pretty fucking cool. I have the rear louvers from, I believe, a Mustang. Inside, we have a roll cage and a race seat. One seat, because this is a race car. With ratchet shifter, normal steering wheel. One thing you'll see right off the bat are the exhausts. They're just the headers coming right out from the inner fender well, which I really like. It gives it like a kind of a street look. I thought it was wicked cool. Hood, all I did was I added a little extension right there, which I got from a Camaro model, and just plopped that on. Grill, obviously painted. You can see I have the slicks on there and skiing tires up front. And one thing you can see, that the rims don't match. That's because this, if it'll focus, that's a Ford rim and that's a Krager. Yeah, I don't care. The motor we have in this is actually a NASCAR motor, which I got from a metal diecast NASCAR, which was, I believe, a Challenger? Don't quote me on that. But anyways, I just added my own air cleaner lid to it. So that's a NASCAR engine. Put the hood on there and we'll read the description. We'll make it look a little cooler. Yeah. I don't know about this lip, actually. Whatever. Alrighty. With the introduction of the newly designed Charger body for 1968, Dodge had an instant winner. The 68 Dodge Charger was the first year of a new body design that was referred to as the Coca-Cola body style. Interesting. So basically 68 to 70 was round about the same model or same design premise. So that means the Dukes of Hazzard was driving a Coke. They weren't only delivering moonshine, apparently they were doing coke too. Interesting. The sleek, curvy body had dual scallops in the doors and hood to help accent all of its swoopy lines. I love the word swoopy. Giving it equal suitability for performance and drag racing. I do not think that is correct at all. I don't think that in the wind tunnel, those would make more difference than a flat hood. And I honestly don't believe those would do much work either. But they are car manufacturers. They make these things for a living. I merely work on them in my garage with a low budget, with no tools and no friends. Anyways, moving on. Oh, another thing I love about the Chargers. Cannot go wrong with the boat filler cap. Love those things. Alrighty. Next up, what do we have? Ooh, this one's cool. 1970 Dodge Challenger TA. I'm not entirely sure what the TA stands for. Trans Am? No, that's Pontiac. Track Ass? No, I don't know. And who really cares? So, as you can see, we have the 6-pack scoop on there. No spoiler. It came with one, but I didn't put it on because I thought it looked stupid. I think I did a really nice job painting it. I mean, it really glistens. One thing you can see, exhaust coming right out. So that is Super cool exhaust. I'm not a huge fan of them going in this way and then back out the same direction. Honestly, if I were to design it, I would have had one muffler here and then just two Y pipes. But who am I to design a car? This has the... Come on. Thank you. This has 426 Hemi because it's a fucking Challenger. They did not come with the 426 Hemi in this year, in the 1970. In 71, I believe they did come with the Hemi, so it's kind of updated and still kind of old. Painted the grille. Let's see, it's got a pistol grip shifter in there, which you can barely see. Let's go ahead with the description. Oh shit, this is tiny ass lettering. I mean, honestly, look how small those words are. I'm stupid, I can't read like that. Alright, well, the 1970 Dodge Challenger TA, I'm not going to keep saying TA, I'm just going to say Challenger, ranks as one of the wildest and most desirable muscle cars ever built. The Challenger was a special limited productions model, or the TA was a special limited productions model. So the Challenger could compete, not complete, it says complete, right there. Challenger could complete in the legendary SCCA Trans Am series. Maybe it does stand for Trans Am. And Dodge added plenty of unique features. The TA Challenger was equipped with matte black fiberglass hood. All of them were. But I painted it orange because, I mean, it just looks cool. And I have too many cars with black hoods anyways, so it was just time to go a different direction. Fiberglass hood with a functional scoop, ducktail style rear spoiler, an aggressive striping package with low restriction side exit exhaust with megaphone tips. 340 cubic inch small block V8 was equipped with 3 two-barrel carbs and was factory rated at 290 horsepower. Revell kit, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, I didn't like the small engine, so I had to go big or go home. And honestly, I was already home, so I thought, might as well go big. Well, 426 Hemi, 425 horsepower, 400-something pound-feet of torque. I really like how this model came out. I mean, it's shiny. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, yeah, there's a little imperfection on the scoop, but oh well. The rims, too. I really like the rims. And of course, you can't go wrong because it's a fucking 70s Mopar. It's got to have the boat filler cap. Moving on. Ooh. 1968 Dodge Dart Hemi GTS. Let's see, what have I done to this? Actually, cat hair. I think this is completely stock. I mean, I forgot the exhaust tips, but oh well. It's a big oil pan. I actually think I left this car stock. I haven't swapped any parts out on it. Huh. So, big old hood scoop. Bigger than the 68 Charger models. They come with a scoop. You'll see it on another one. Obviously, 426 Hemi, dual carbs, dual air cleaners. Wicked cool. There it goes. Pistol grip shifter, because you can't go wrong with one of those. Obviously, the GTS rims, fatter in the rear, smaller in the front. Yeah, that's why I sometimes paint my windows black. That's why. Reading the bio, let's see. The 1968 Dodge Dart was hot with the 440 engine, but Chrysler also made an even hotter limited number of ultra-high performance darts equipped with a Hemi V8 engine. Woo! These were lightweight Dart GTS hardtops, and Chrysler noted that they were, quote, I'm not making this shit up, intended for use in supervised acceleration trials and not intended for general highway use. I shit you not, that's exactly what it says. Intended, not for highway use. That's funny. They were delivered with no warranty. Your Revell model features both 426 cubic inch Hemi with 2 carbs or 440 cubic inch engine with a single carb. Of course, I had to go dual carb. Come on, can you blame me? It's a fucking Hemi. You know, this is the kind of car that rumbles when you look at it. I mean, look at it. Just fucking look at it. It's already going. I know, that was terrible. And on that note, moving on. I'm actually going to get some cars that I don't have manuals for. Let's start with this guy. 1958 Plymouth Belvedere. Now, this is the same car they used in the Stephen King movie Christine. The murderous car went on a rampage, except this one was red, Christine was red and black. This one's black and white. Why I made it completely white on the outside and completely white on the inside is beyond... What the shit? Why do I have a pistol grip shifter in there? This does not deserve one. I'm going to take that out. Fucking replace it with a Hearst. Anyways, custom pinstriping done with a not-so-steady hand. Keep in mind, these are all hand-painted. No airbrush used. And you can see the wear and tear of some of my brushes, but I see some of the bristles on there, which is disgusting. Under the hood, I have a 318 small block. Because I originally wanted the Hemi, well, a Hemi in here, but it went into another model, which you're going to see in a second, and ultimately it wouldn't fit without cutting out the whole firewall and the inner fender wells. So I just threw in a small block Mopar. That's it. Get over it. I don't know what kind of power it would make. Come on, stupid. There we go. That's one thing I don't like about this model. The hood's really hard to get on. But yeah, all original chrome. It's got the original white wall wheels, the Steelies. Completely standard ball and stock. Nothing special at all. Another side note, you'll see I don't have drive shafts in a lot of my models. That's because I'm too fucking lazy to hook them up. And because sometimes I use them for building roll cages. This is actually called White Lightning. I enjoy this car. Oh, painting the fins. I really like cars with fins, like the old 50s Cadillac Eldorados. I thought those were cool. Get that out of frame so it doesn't focus on that accidentally. There. Except that damn near pushed the charger off. Yeah, just a little bit of playing the car move-around game. Alright, next one. This one is a personal favorite. I paid $40 for this model, and honestly, I think it was worth it. It looks cool. It is cool. It is a 1971 Plymouth Valiant Duster. 1970 was the first year of the Plymouth Valiant Duster, and those came with the, 318s maybe? Or the other small blocks that Mopar made. But I cut a hole in the hood and threw on a 6-pack scoop, which gives it a really rad look. I mean, just look at that. That's super cool. Has the stock rims, and the wheels are Goodyears. Cool. I like it when the rubbers come with the names. This one has just a normal shifter on it. Black bucket seats. Nothing too fancy. Till you come over here, you open the hood. That is a 426 big block Hemi. I love my Hemis. Because if you're going to build a Mopar, go big or go home. And you can actually see a little bit. I had to slightly trim the inner fender wells for it. And I had to file down the top of the air cleaner so it would fit. And then I eventually just shoved it, cut the hole out, which I really didn't want to. I was trying to avoid it at all costs, but it was really scary because you can't buy these anymore. So, yeah, maybe it'll get a touch-up paint job. I don't know. Oh, fun fact. So, fitting the Hemi in didn't work at all. So I had to cut the transmission from the motor. You can actually see down into it. So I had to cut the trans out, put that in there, and then I had to drop the motor in separately. Because if I didn't, nothing would have fit right. But, you know, they're kind of level, honestly. From the oil pan to the bell housing, they're pretty much level. Yeah, there's some minor paint scuffs. Yeah, it can all get fixed. Custom exhaust tips, too. Really like that one. I ended up going down all the way to another state to buy that. I am not disappointed. I'm going to move those over and move that this way. Alright, let's see. Let's go with my other 68 Charger. This one, if you're a fan of Roadkill, you may recognize it as the General Mayhem. This was the first 68 Charger I bought. And first time I painted it. This is the first layer of paint. I have the Kragers on it, black in the front, just like Roadkill. It's got a main hoop inside, nothing too fancy. It's got a weird kind of shifter. It's kind of zigzags almost. It's really odd. But, oops. Yeah, you can see that's there. Big old slicks, tires in the front because it's a drag car. And of course, it's powered by the 707 horsepower Hellcat Hemi. Unfortunately, at the time of this build, the Revell, Monogram, all the model companies did not have a Hellcat because they had just released the Hellcat. Nobody knew what was going on, so I actually went out and got a Dodge truck and pulled the Viper V10 motor out of it. And I have a cold air intake, and that's the part on a... Fuck, I'm blanking on the name. God, I should know this. It's part of a Mustang, too. That's the intake manifold, pretty much. But, you know, I painted it up as close as I could. I tried making it close. So that actually did originally have a 440 motor in it. Or it was a 426 Hemi with smaller heads. So that was that originally. And this has honestly become a big cult fan favorite of Roadkill. Hood doesn't close all the way. It just makes it easier to take it on and off. It's because of this. Oh well. I don't have time. I don't care enough to fix it. I did black out my windows because I got a lot of glue on them. I just did them both. But I'm happy on how this car came out. You know, I think it looks pretty good. Pretty close to the original. Let's see. Oh, all right. 1971 Plymouth Hemi Cuda. Cudas and the Barracuda, same fucking car. What I've done to this is absolutely bumfuck nothing. This is completely as it was when using all the parts coming out of the box. I don't even think I messed with the motor. As again, it's got that really weird crooked shifter in it. That's just weird to me. Whatever. Got the rear louvers and the wing, just like any normal Cuda would. You can really see that shifter in there. You can see how it goes off at weird angles. Whatever. It's got the original rims on it. Of course, you open the hood. I built the motor on this wrong somehow. I followed the directions down to a fucking key. But there's no carburetors or an air cleaner. It's because the air cleaner is permanently on there. And there's no carbs there either. I don't care. Get over it. Again, powered by the 426 Hemi. It still looks great when you look at it. So, oh, this actually does have a drive shaft. I'm proud of myself. Orange Hemi block, because that's what you need. Mopar, or Hemi orange on the outside. I love my Hemi orange. I can't get enough of that shit. No, why am I putting it away? Shit. I haven't read the description. The powerful Chrysler Hemi is a legendary race and street motor that was fitted into the sleek Plymouth Barracuda to yield the potent Hemi Cuda. I've got chills. fucking hair is standing up on itself, I swear. This lightweight machine was transformed into a ground-pounding street machine when powered by the 426 cubic inch elephant motor, fitted with two 4-barrel carbs and a distinctive shaker hood and emblazoned with Hemi. This motor develops in excess of 500 horsepower. Damn. To handle the output of this massive engine, the Hemi Cuda was fitted with a pistol grip shifter, not anymore, heavy-duty springs and suspension, and an oversized performance tires mounted on special rally wheels. This exterior was dominated by the special hood with the air grabber, air scoop, distinctive Hemi side stripes, which I didn't put on because I hate doing decals. This authentic model depicts one of the wildest muscle cars of the 70s. I thought the Challenger was that. And then the Dart was not even intended for road use. So, what does that make this? It's kind of an in-between, I believe. I could have put some decals on, you know. Of course, it has Hemi going up the side. I don't have that here just because decals broke. I was sad about it, but oh well. So what do we have next? Ooh, going back a year. 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner. When I actually bought this model, it first started out as a yellow Roadrunner with a black small scoop, but I didn't like it. Or you painted the whole car. I was adamant on taking the engine out and making it a Plymouth Satellite, which was the lowest of the low trim packages for the Roadrunner. Let's see, what have I done to it? Wheels are stock. Seats on the inside are red and black with a pinstripe on there. Of course, you got the black pistol grip in there. Classic, classic, classic. Nice tips. These actually break very easily on a lot of models. I built one before, and those just shattered, and I was heartbroken. And then my dog stepped on it, so I got a new one. So, yeah, you can see the little imperfections right there, because I painted it without taking the body off. Iconic Roadrunner. All Hemi orange. Used to be yellow. This is one of the hoods that will actually stay open no matter what. So inside we have a 440, Mopar 440 with tight tube headers. Yeah, nothing too fancy. Yeah, this car is more of like hey, I'm cool, you know, but I'm not too cool. As the muscle car craze hit its stride in the late 60s, there was a need for a more inexpensive model. The Roadrunner had all the muscle, but none of the fancy extras. This was just what buyers were looking for. It was packed with a big 440 6-barrel engine. Good for 390 horsepower and 490 pound-feet of torque. Yeah. The advertising campaign slogan for the 70s, Plymouth. Oh, sorry, I read this wrong. The advertising campaign slogan for 1970 was Plymouth's Rapid Transit System. The Roadrunner fit right in with its whimsical graphics and eye-catching colors. The mighty 446 barrel punched out. They already said this. 390 horsepower and a whopping 490 pound-feet of torque. It could cut the quarter mile in the mid-13-second range at over 102 miles an hour. The no-frills Roadrunner was extremely popular within the younger car buyer. I actually want to go in and repaint the hood, so it's got the shaker hood. So that means there's little indents right around here, which I really like. That would have the 440 plus 6. I always used to think the plus 6 was a 6-speed manual. This is before I was Mechanic Dave. This is when I was Stoner Dave, smoking pot out of my garage, doing nothing with my life. But overall, I think the paint job came out okay compared to... I didn't sand it down. I just painted right over the yellow. Ooh, decisions. Okay. Oh, we'll go with, shit. I don't know which one to go with right now. You know, I'm going to go with this one. All right, screw it. 1967. We just keep going back in time. 67 Dodge Coronet. This is my favorite of my, well, I probably said that a bunch of times already. But this is a kind of a special car to me because this is the first car I learned to do the decals on. And it shows. There's some bubbles, but overall it's wicked cool. This used to be the same yellow as the Roadrunner. But I went out and bought a yellow metal flake and went over the whole car. And now it's yellow metal flake. See the yellow interior. I was almost going to say a pistol grip shifter, but that's not that. You have the Super B logo on the decals and pinstripes on the hood and these big air cowls. Fun fact on how I got the pinstriping, or not the pinstriping, the paint job on this so well. What I did was I took medical tape and I ran it down the center and then once over and then painted the whole hood black. And by that time, hood was already yellow, so the black was really nice. So, but yeah, this is why you don't paint metal flake on models when they're white, because they end up looking like that. You need a base layer. So I really like this car. Let's see, what did I do to it? Beefed up the suspension a little bit, put some more aggressive tires on it. Still has the Kragers on it. I love my Kragers, especially for my Mopars. It's got the really interesting B kind of thing in the back. And a wicked cool grill. This car was not an original 426 Hemi car. Even though some of the Coronets were, this one was not. This one, I think, had... God, I don't even know. But, yeah, nice big block Hemi. I know the paint kind of faded on the inside of the dash. I really don't care. Not enough to take the whole body off and repaint that. Because at that point, I might as well just sand the whole car down and redo the whole paint job just to get it nice and clear. Let's read it. Chip Fousey has been around cars all of his life. His many talents include automotive design, fabrication, and graphic arts. Oh, this is the same introduction as as my other Foos model. I don't know which one it was. Actually, I could probably look. That was from the description of the 67 Pontiac Firebird. Or Trans Am, or whatever it was. I'm just going to skip that. This 67 Dodge Coronet is a perfect example of the magic Foos touch. Working on a 67 Coronet, Chip Foos had a great car to start with. It's a milestone of the muscle car era. The hottest rally track, or RTs. Wait, is that right? Rally track? RT? I'm not sure what RT stands for. Were powered by the famous 426 Hemi, but only 59 of these great hardtops were ever produced. So this is a very rare version indeed. The advertising slogan used by Dodge in 1967 was, quote, "We say dull driving must go." I agree, 100%. Maybe this did come with the Hemi, I'm not sure. I'd have to look in the actual thing it came with. Did it come with the Hemi? Is that a Hemi? Hemi? Yeah, it looks like a Hemi. Alright, I lied. This is an original Hemi car. But it's still one of my more prized Dodges. And last, but definitely not least, Dominic Toretto's 1970 Dodge Charger. Ooh, I got chills just saying it. First made its appearance in The Fast and the Furious, not Fast and Furious, because that's the fourth one. Get it right, fuckers. I built this car 100%. to spec, paint codes and everything. Normally, I paint the cars whatever I want them to be, but this one I followed the directions 100%. See those giant slicks that Toretto used to pull the famous wheelie? He's got his blower up there. How many horsepower did it have? 900 horsepower, I think, was the line. I'm not sure. I'd have to Google it. But this is completely stock from the model kit. It has Dom's rims on it. It has Dom's pistol grip shifter in there, which I absolutely love. Of course, you can't go wrong with the filler cap. Opening the hood on this is a little weird because it's such a tight fit. There we go. That might look like abuse, but it's not. There we go. That's the monster motor. So much torque. The chassis... Oh, I'm not going to actually do it. The chassis twisted coming off the line. I really like this hood, mostly because it can also fit on the other Chargers that I have, the 68s, which, miraculous. But it's always going to stay on here. You can see Dom's roll bar, which probably fucking saved his life when he crashed in the first movie. The grill came all chrome, so I had to paint on the inside, which was very stressful. Let's read the description. The most popular car in the Fast and the Furious franchise is Dominic Toretto's jet black Dodge Charger. In the very first movie, Dominic showed that hot import cars are no match for cubic inches. Fast and the Furious series now includes 7 films. I'm gonna go out and say almost 9. That's right. There's almost 9 films. There's a spin-off called what was it called? Hobbs and Shaw, something like that. There's none of the original Fast and Furious cast. Dominic Toretto, as far as I know, is not in it. It is only a trailer at this time, but yeah. It is the most successful franchise in the Universal Studios history. Dominic's 1970 Charger has appeared in most of the films. The only films I can name right off the bat it not being in was Too Fast, Too Furious, because Vin Diesel didn't even come back for that one. It wasn't in Tokyo Drift, and even though Vin Diesel made a cameo at the end, that was a silver Roadrunner that I'm led to know is named Hammer. Fourth one, that did feature this car. Letty rebuilt it, so it was that. Fast 5. I think that one was it had a different. It was still the same Charger, but different paint job, and it didn't have the blower sticking out of it. The 6th movie, I don't think it was in the 6th. Maybe it was in the 6th. I don't think it was in the 6th movie. No, because in the 6th movie, he had the Daytona. That's right. In the 7th movie, they brought this car back. So, yeah. Little fun fact. And in Fate of the Furious, they used a similar Charger, but way different, because it was the Ice Charger. The Dodge Charger has appeared in most of the films. The Dodge Charger nameplate has been used on 3 different platforms. The most famous Chargers were the classic 68 through 70s versions, based on the Chrysler B-Body. These cars sell for thousands of dollars today, and it's very, very difficult to find a 68 through 70 Charger these days, with the Dukes of Hazzard wrecking a ton of them, and then Universal Studios taking almost all of them in California or wherever the hell they're out of. Dominic's 70 Charger has a powerful Hemi engine, which is a classic on its own. It was a special engine option in 1970 and is very rare today. It helped Dodge win many stock car races and championships. This is, honestly, I like this car. It's a nice paint job, not too bad. There's a little orange scuff on there. It's because of storage. Built this car 100% to spec. Nothing went untouched, so. I'm actually going to do the whole thing because I can. Bear with me here. I'm going to make my own sound effects too. I used to drag here back in high school. Those railroad crossings up ahead are exactly a quarter mile away from here. On green, I'm going for it. Green light. Oh, fuck, the hood can't. Come on. Hang on. Ding, 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 ding. I thought that was funny. Boom, 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 boom. Chicken. Boom, 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 boom. Chicken. Ding, 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 ding. Boom, 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 boom. Ding, 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 ding. Slow motion. Boom, boom, boom. Ding, 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 ding. Cutscene, angry face or scared face. That's not what I had in mind. And then the inevitable. Oh, you a 10-second car. That was more fun than I thought it would be. Huge thanks to the 79 F-150 Ranger. Now I really want to go back and paint my Supra orange, but I don't have the right decals, which is going to kill me. Alrighty. Well, thank you for watching this. I know it was almost a fucking 40 minutes. Jesus Christ. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you in the next video, probably with more models to come. Until then, I'm Mechanic Dave. I'll see you later, fuckers.